What's going on, guys, and welcome to the final part of What If Deku Had Mastered Ultra Instinct. Without wasting any time, let's hop right in. Thank you guys so much for watching, sticking with me all the way to part 4. Let's get into it. Screams fill the air as Nomu and criminals clash with heroes, police, and civilians. Blood begins to stain the wall of a once clean stadium. All for One moves his hands as if he's a conductor of an orchestra. This is what music truly sounds like. Amongst the chaos, a shout can be heard from up above. All for One. All Might crashes down in between him and the boys. To his side flies Hawks, Endeavor, Beast Genus, and Edgeshot. Deku looks around and sees absolute mayhem unfolding, but also true heroes at work. Cementos, Midnight, and Eraserhead, along with a large number of other pro heroes, are making quick work of the criminals that came out of Kodagiri's portals, while also helping civilians escape. All for One notices this as well. Being a hero is such tough work, isn't it? He says. Still using his hand like a microphone, he looks up to the helicopter that's broadcasting the UA Sports Festival to everyone in Japan and everyone around the world. It's time to make a change, All for One says. No longer should those with quirks decide to hide and be ruled by governments who don't care about them and make laws that don't even support them. They continue to pay heroes to do jobs that they can't even do, while also making heroes idols that only work for money. All for One stares coldly at All Might. And while those who pretend to be heroes and pretend to save others act as gods. Meanwhile, the high-end Nomus continue to rage on unchecked until Mirako arrives with Mirio, Nejire, and Tamaki. Let's see how your precious heroes handle absolute chaos. Before All for One can utter another word, Deku dashes past all the heroes and lands right under All for One, blitzing him. Squatting down as low as he can under All for One, he clenches his fist, coils his body, and sends a massive uppercut to All for One's jaw. Surprised by this, All for One slightly lifts up into the air as the villains around him slowly turn their heads, not even noticing that Deku was next to them. All Might follows up with the massive United States of Smash right to All for One's stomach, sending him flying into the air over the stadium. Both One for All users moving so fast that the other villains and heroes can't even keep up. The number 2 hero, Endeavor, snapping into focus, decides to take action and attacks Dabi. While he would love to talk to his son that he thought was dead, there's no time. Everyone around him is dying, students, civilians, criminals. All for One, now having been sent up into the air over the stadium due to All Might's punch, looks to his left, looks to his right, and sees All Might and Deku right next to him with a menacing glare in their eyes. He smiles as he attempts to send his tendrils at Deku and All Might, but they spin, dodging them, punching him right down to the ground, creating a massive crater for them to fight in. All for One is now buried in some rubble and spits up blood. Now, let's not be too hasty. The cameras are out, All Might. All for One looks to Deku. Yes, I feel it. You have One for All inside of you. Give me back what is mine. Using a jet quirk to immediately jump to his feet and propulses himself towards Deku. As All for One reaches his arm out towards Deku, extending his hand using a stretch quirk, Deku slips past it, surprising All for One and sending a crushing blow to his ribs. He crashes into the ground once again. All for One laughs once again. That's amazing. You have such an amazing quirk. I need it. All for One begins to combine his quirks in an instant. Air propulsion times 4, damage resistance times 3, regeneration times 3, shock absorption times 5, super strength times 3. He continues and continues as his body and arms grow in size, turning him into a giant monster. I've been waiting for this. I've been watching this entire time. Your classmate Aoyama has been providing such great commentary and advice on how to approach you. You who can't be touched. Back in the stadium, the pro heroes Mount Lady and Ryukyu transform and begin to fight Gigantomachia. He's still too much. More screams can be heard as people pour out of the stadium and into the streets, even falling off the top of the stadium due to Nomu pushing them. Shoto joins his father Endeavor in clashing with Dabi. Massive explosions can be heard as cool and warm breezes reach even Deku and All Might. Half of the stadium crumbles due to Shigaraki while people fall to their death. All for One laughs as he stares at the horror on Deku and All Might's faces. So much for heroes, right? How many will you save today? All Might looks over at Deku, whose eyes are clear, no pupils. His hair begins to rapidly flutter, almost as if every hair fiber was full of rage. But All Might himself also understands his rage and can barely contain it himself. Deku whispers, Just him. Just one. Just one person can be killed to save millions, right, All Might? That's a decision that a hero would make, right, All Might? Tell me that I'll be no better than him if I end his life right here. Tell me that heroes don't kill no matter how bad the person. All Might sits in silence as he clenches his fist so tight that blood begins to pour from his knuckles. He listens to Deku's plea but can't think of a straight answer. All he can hear is the deaths and screams of civilians and heroes alike, even his students. All Might, knowing that he doesn't have much strength left in him and that the embers of One for All are fading too fast to keep up with a now fully maxed out All for One, looks to Deku and tells him that a hero's job is to save people, that a hero's job is not to kill. But All for One is no person. All for One is no villain, no criminal. All for One is the embodiment of death. He puts his hand on Deku's shoulder once again, bringing Deku's pupils back, and tells him this time, we have to save the world no matter the cost. Deku's aura erupts, the ground beneath him breaks. Deku leans forward, still with All Might's hand on his shoulder, and whispers to All Might, thank you, disappearing from All Might's side. With this, All Might leaves the rest to Deku, who charges at All for One at blinding speed, dodging everything All for One has to offer. From lasers to explosives, lightning, fire, wind, blade quirks, bone quirks, gun quirks, light quirks, everything All for One has, he's using, but Deku is dodging it effortlessly. His body understanding the mission that All for One has to be stopped. Finally landing in front of All for One, arriving right in front of All for One, Deku slams his right foot into the ground, coils his body once again, clenches his fist, braces his back just as he watched All Might do against the Nomu, and with a cold stare, he turns his head to All for One. All for One now panicking, stumbling back onto his feet. With a loud bellow, the ground beneath Deku breaks. Deku presses off what's left of the ground as All for One slips towards him, unable to catch himself. For the first time in his life since fighting All Might, has felt true fear. You wouldn't kill me in front of all of these people. You're supposed to be a hero. What kind of hero does this? But no matter what he says, Deku doesn't respond. With a loud bellow, he shouts, 100% planetary smash. He slams his fist into All for One's face, digs and turns his fist as much as he can. All for One screams in pain. The force so strong that villains, heroes, Nomu, everyone in the stadium turn to look in the direction, knowing what's happening. This is not the power of All for One. Deku crunches his body as he slams All for One into the ground, fist crushing his skull as the entirety of Japan shakes. Thanks to this momentary distraction, All Might dashes back into the stadium, cleaning up the rest of the villains. The force was so strong. Alone in the crater, Deku looks up and screams, letting everyone know that the bloodiest day in hero society that the world has ever seen has come to a close. And that's the movie! If you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, the notification bell so you never miss another video, and tell me what other stories or powers or timelines, whatever, you would like to see me cover. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.